Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. I cannot believe we are already 7 days into July. It feels like it is flying by. Those warmer temperatures make the days go by so quickly because it's so easy to just get outside and enjoy everything that our wonderful community has to offer. Well, we've got a great new gym joining our community, and that's called Mountain Barbell. We hope that you get out there and you see the possibilities that are there. Then, of course, we're going to introduce you to Miss Vail, Abby Dennis. If you do not know who Miss Vail is, well, then we're excited to enlighten you with her wonderful mission statement. We're going to make some delicious edible cookie dough in the kitchen for World Chocolate Day, and you're not going to want to miss out on all of the chocolate possibilities. We've got so many wonderful nonprofits in the community, and one of those helps kids get into soccer, so you're not going to want to miss out on that either. Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you" on 92? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on Mountain Perspectives. And our expanded Spanish programming block. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website, tv8vail.com.
Welcome to Hiring America, the television program that helps veterans find jobs and transition back into civilian life. Hi everyone, I'm Gigi Stone Woods. I'm truly honored to host this vital program. Reach out to the opportunities you see on this program by logging on to our website, hiringamerica.net, and by following us on social networking sites such as Twitter. We'll keep that information available throughout the broadcast and on our website 24/7. Now, let's get down to business.
Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for a great place to work out? Well, then Mountain Barbell might be for you. And they're new to our community, and so we like to welcome new businesses with open arms. So for those of you who don't know exactly what it is, let's take a look.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Now, if you're looking to step up your fitness game or maybe just learn a little bit about our guests, then you'll definitely want to stay tuned, because joining us this morning, we have Jonathan Ramirez and Max Wessel, two fitness experts, and they are here to tell us a little bit about Mountain Barbell, which is Vail Valley's only hardcore gym. Is that right, guys?
Yep. That is correct.
Welcome. How are you guys doing? How are we feeling today?
Great. Thank you.
Thank you guys
Thanks for having us.
For joining us this morning. You guys are here to tell us a little bit about Mountain Barbell, a little bit about also a new venture that is coming up, which is very exciting for the community, and just kind of to share your insight on fitness and health and well-being for the community, because I think you guys know a lot about this topic. So,
Yeah.
I'd like to for you guys to introduce yourselves, tell me a little bit about yourselves, and then we'll kind of dive into all of the specifics. So Max, I'll start out with you.
Yeah, I'm Max Wessel, one of the founders at Mountain Barbell. I was a wrestler my entire youth,
Nice.
high school, and wrestled in college. Fell in love with fitness through that journey. Strength training and wrestling is really important.
Yeah.
And my wife and I moved up to the Vail Valley in early 2021 and decided we wanted to create a gym of our dreams.
Yes.
So that's what we did.
Awesome. Well, welcome, Max.
Thank
Jonathan,
you.
tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah.
You're kind of starting this partnership with Max, but you also have your own kind of project, so feel free to introduce yourself.
Yeah, Jonathan Ramirez. Been in the Valley my whole life, born and raised here.
Nice.
My health and fitness journey kind of started out of high school. Same thing, kind of started with sports, football, track and field, then got into weightlifting, and I kind of fell into the passion of doing the weightlifting side of things. Decided I was like, hey, like I want to do sports medicine. Medical school is too expensive, so I was like, how can I continue to work with athletes and help them the best that I can? So kind of went the business side of things in healthcare, and then decided to found Evolve Fitness, and just partnered with my wife recently, and so we're trying to expand that and really have an outreach in all states.
Yeah, very exciting stuff. And we're going to focus today specifically kind of more on Mountain Barbell and kind of this partnership between you guys and how it's all kind of come about. But tell me a little bit about the history or kind of how you guys started Mountain Barbell. What is Mountain Barbell? I know that you guys label yourselves as Vail Valley's only hardcore gym. What does that mean? Or tell me what is Mountain Barbell?
Yeah, so Mountain Barbell is a hardcore training facility where, and when we say hardcore, we mean we're really focused on the strength training aspect of it. Like Johnny referred to, the lifting weights.
Yeah.
So when you come into Mountain Barbell, our location here in Avon, we have 3 pieces of cardio equipment, and the rest of the gym is weights. And we really cater to the population that enjoys lifting weights. We have power lifters, we have bodybuilders, and we have people just looking to get in better shape, or people looking to just get into training.
Nice.
So we pride ourselves on the diversity of the kind of people that want to come to Mountain Barbell, but you definitely have to want to lift weights. My wife and I wanted to build that community when we first moved up here. It was a great way for us to become more a part of the community and have it was like a little bit of the field of dreams, build it and they will come. We built the gym of our dreams, and then the communities come around it.
Love to hear it. Well, I've checked out your website and kind of seen some pictures and stuff. It's a really neat space. Like you said, a lot of weight equipment. So I love that you're really kind of catering to this specific audience that really is passionate about the weightlifting and stuff like that, and for them to have like a little community, a little space. And kind of speaking about that, I know, or I've heard that maybe you guys are opening up a second location. What can you tell us about that, or kind of what's in the works for the future?
Yeah, so I met Johnny several months ago now. I think we were becoming good friends, and one of the things an idea I was playing with was opening a second location down valley towards Eagle a little bit more. Johnny has expressed interest in doing so with me, so that's where our partnership comes in, and I'll let Johnny talk a little bit about what that looks like.
Yeah, whatever you guys want to share about that.
Yeah, exactly. So with Evolve Fitness, my wife and I's dream was like, let's build and create Evolve Fitness into a gym, right? We tried doing that venture about 2 years ago, decided to maybe put it on pause, focus more on kind of the coaching aspect of things.
Okay.
And we were just looking for a partner, somebody that really had that same vision, and met Max a couple months ago, and I was like, this is the guy. We got to pull the trigger. And so we're super excited to really expand this into the community and really bring Mountain Barbell to young athletes, open it up a little bit more to the community, and really start involving ourselves a little bit more within the community as well.
Awesome. Well, that's very exciting to hear. I know that this is still in the works and stuff, but we'll definitely stay tuned and look forward to more updates as you guys have them. And for everyone down Valley, you might have a new gym, a new opportunity to either level up your fitness experience, or if you're looking, like you said, for a different experience, then that's going to be coming down Valley soon. So we'll stay tuned for that. Now, I want to ask you guys also a little bit about kind of what does fitness mean to you? I mean, obviously, I feel like this is a lifestyle for you guys and for a lot of people in the community. What does it mean to you? Or maybe, how can the community start their fitness journey, or anything you want to share in terms of like, okay, how do we get into this fitness world?
Yeah, it's a great question. Fitness to me, it started, like Johnny said, as a part of sport. Yeah. But you fall in love with the process, and now it's a part of being healthy. And I think it's I always say you can't untie the connection between mental, physical, and spiritual health. Yeah. Obviously, the physical part being the staying in shape, lifting weights, and it's just a huge part of feeling healthy. And I'm probably a bad example because I'm maybe a little addicted to it, but I think it is really it's a huge part of my mental health, my spiritual health is staying in good shape. So it's really it's part of the lifestyle now.
Yeah. Well, I would say it's a good thing to be addicted to,
Yeah, probably one of the better,
Exactly. Yeah, Johnny, like what about, like in your case, what do you say to somebody who wants to just start out their fitness journey, or share a little bit about your experience?
Yeah, so I mean, the whole thing with me, right, it's one of those pillars, right, like Max said, it really does encompass of it's not just the physical benefits, the internal benefits, mental health is such a big component of it, as well as your spiritual side of things, right? So it really is one of those things where if you're looking to get into this, don't take that mentality of all or nothing, right? It really is take it step by step, stack small wins, and really start to invest into your health in the ways that fit you, right? In today's society, we can get caught up with social media and all the crazy fad diets and everything that's happening, when in reality, it's what works for you, for your lifestyle and your season of life, and how can you build on those things to improve your health.
Absolutely. I love that. kind of doing what works for you, doing it not just for the physical aspects, but also I love how you guys mentioned, the mental and the spiritual. I think the physical it's kind of a consequence, or it's kind of an effect, a result, but I think there's a lot more benefits than just the physical side. So I love, that you guys share that with the community, and that you guys are examples of that growth and of that evolution, so I think that's great. Where can we go to find out more, learn more information about your upcoming projects, or if people maybe want to join Mountain Barbell, how can they go about it?
Yeah, so we have our website, which is mountainbarbell.com. We'll be putting out news and announcements there as we develop our project down Valley, and also just follow us on Instagram, Mountain Barbell. We are pretty responsive there as well, so if you reach out to us either via email or on Instagram, we'll get back to you with any inquiries about joining or what we're doing with our new project.
Awesome. Yeah, well, all the information is on screen for everyone interested at home. You guys can contact Mountain Barbell team, and they'll be sure to get back to you with any questions you guys might have, or just any information. And as always, make sure to follow them, and they'll give us all the updates on your new upcoming projects. Guys, thank you so much for being here with us today. Is there anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
I don't think so. I think, like Johnny said, just encourage everyone to get into being healthy, and don't have to be perfect, doing one step at a time.
Yep.
Awesome.
Always forward.
Yeah. One step at a time, always forward. Thank you guys so much for joining. We look forward to seeing what you guys are doing out in the community, and we'll for sure stay tuned. And you guys, would love to have you guys back whenever you guys want. So
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back with more after this. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
Next up, we've got a special duo from two of the best voices in the bluegrass and country genres.
We know you're going to love this one from Melanie Cannon and Willie Nelson. Here's Back to Earth.
And the songs our love created, I still sing. And every night we make the rafters ring.
Descubre Conecta en Vivo, tu fuente de programación en español las 24 horas del día, los 7 días de la semana. Desde recetas deliciosas hasta la información más reciente, Conecta en Vivo es una transmisión digital que tiene todo lo que necesitas para mantenerte conectado con la comunidad regional de Vail y Park City. Disfruta en cualquier dispositivo con conexión a internet visitando tv8vail.com o parkcity.tv. Conecta en Vivo, tu ventana a la programación en español en cualquier momento y en cualquier lugar.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
Two teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has one chaser and one evader.
Opportunity to points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point of this competition.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
Join us on the famous Leadville Railroad. This historic train ride takes you on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for an afternoon of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Our scenic train rides are a perfect place to bring families closer together while immersing them in the natural beauty and rich history of this picturesque region. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Make memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets available at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Miss Vail is such a wonderful part of our community, and we had the chance to have her on the couch, sit down, catch up with her, and talk to her about her incredible mission statement. So let's introduce you to Miss Vail, Abby Dennis.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. I like to joke that I'm Mr. Beaver Creek, and that is 100% a joke. But joining us on the couch this morning, we have Miss Vail, Abby Dennis. Thank you for joining us, Abby.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here.
So, reigning title of Miss Vail, going for the Miss Colorado title later this month. But can you tell me a little bit about how do you get into this? What's your backstory? I know it's very interesting, but how do you get into this?
Absolutely. So I am a Houston native. I grew up coming to Vail with my family and immediately fell in love with this town. I am a very amateur skier, but I grew up very active and started dancing when I was 2 years old. Competed in dance all through high school and all through college and even professionally, and so I love performing and being on stage. Yeah. So that was a huge driving factor for me. But the primary reason that I got involved is because I received an unexpected diagnosis of cancer.
Yeah, tell us about that.
When I was 21 years old. So just 2 weeks after graduating from college, I was in my college apartment sitting on my living room couch, and I got a phone call that, you know, I had received this diagnosis. And so, as you can imagine, it changed my life. It shattered my world. Yeah. But surviving it has redefined my purpose, and I feel it's necessary for me to be of service to others and to share my story.
Definitely.
On a greater platform through the Miss Colorado opportunity.
Definitely. And can you talk a little bit more about that? Because you started something, right, to kind of help with that, and you have a cheerleading background, right, and you're kind of cheering on, right, these young kids that have that kind of diagnosis. But tell us about that kind of initiative you started.
Yes. I consider myself the biggest cheerleader for other people, and I started Hope Child, my community service initiative, to educate other people about fertility preservation, because I believe having cancer is not a choice, but having a child should be. So I work to bring this education and these conversations to the forefront. I hope to meet with doctors to talk about my story, to bring more oncofertility curriculum to normal medication and normal vernacular. I have since learned that less than 50% of physicians talk with their patients about the impact that cancer can have on fertility. And so for me, Hope Child and these conversations about fertility in the midst of the cancer diagnosis are such a symbol of hope and giving ourselves permission to dream for life after cancer, and to hold on to something in the midst of the hard days.
Definitely, definitely. How fulfilling is that for you to go out and see these kids and help these kids and kind of seeing the looks on their faces?
It's incredible. It makes me emotional because I have so much gratitude to be in the position that I am. It's such a privilege to have come out of this the other side and to be able to give back to others and to spread some joy and some light to the people that are going through it now.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that's a great kind of background on your story there. What goes into being Miss Vail and running for Miss Colorado? What do you do? Where were you yesterday? What's kind of the fun parts of it?
Yes, so yesterday I was with the Miss Colorado Opportunity, all of the girls in the sisterhood, at the Highlands Ranch parade, the July 4th parade. So the competition, it is coming up next weekend, and it entails talent, evening gown, fitness, private interview, and onstage questions. So it's very holistic. There's a lot to prepare for, but it's so exciting, and yeah, I can't wait. The new Miss Colorado will be crowned a week from Sunday.
Oh my goodness. How are you feeling? Are we pretty dialed? Are we throwing it together still, or are you feeling pretty good?
I'm feeling honestly great. I am just excited at this point. I feel like I've prepared so much that I'm ready to take the stage, and that's where I light up the most, is when I'm in front of other people. So I'm excited.
And have you talked with our old friend Savannah, who was Miss Colorado and kind of lives around here?
Yes.
Is she helping you out a little bit?
100%. She was one of the people that got me involved in the first place. She's also from Texas, so we have a lot in common.
Yeah, awesome. What else goes into this, and what's kind of like that sisterhood that you feel with everyone else that's kind of running in there?
The sisterhood is amazing. It's the foundation, really, of the Miss Colorado Opportunity, and I have been a teammate my whole life. As I mentioned before, I've been a dancer forever and have been a part of a team forever, and so competing with other people is really what brings me the most joy. And so being a part of that sisterhood and going through it all together, being backstage, zipping up each other's dresses, fixing each other's hair, it's so much fun, and it's a great way to form these relationships that last forever, and girls end up being each other's bridesmaids, and it's super fun.
So I always wonder too, so like when you go home, what does your family think? What does your sister think? Are you Miss Vail and running for Miss Colorado when you're at home, or is it like are you just back to being Abby again? What's it like with the family?
Definitely back to being Abby again. I am just so, excited to have these different parts of me where I'm at home and I'm very much Abby in my sweatpants all the time, hanging out with my family, but also can dress up and have fun and be Miss Vail.
Yeah, awesome. What are the nerves like? Are you like super on edge out there, or is it more fun? Is it kind of a healthy nervousness? But what's it like out there?
I definitely have nerves, but I think it's a healthy nervousness. Yeah. I have a background in sport and performance psychology, and so I really geek out over the mental aspect of getting ready to perform and to compete. And so, yeah, I kind of love the mindset behind it all.
Love that. So I understand you cheered for the Colts, right?
I did.
So if I say Peyton Manning, what kind of jersey do you see Peyton Manning in when I say Peyton Manning?
Colts blue.
Okay, all right, there you go, in Broncos country.
Yes.
Awesome. What else are you excited about with this? Obviously, kind of helping the kids is the biggest thing, but what else are you excited about with this opportunity?
I am so excited about being out in the community and doing some work, like you said, with the kids, but really building community with people who have been touched by cancer. It's my plan to host the first annual Hope Child Golf Tournament this fall in Denver. So I'm excited to host these community events and bring people together, and like I mentioned before, bring a lightheartedness to the often heavy conversation around cancer care.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we'll be pulling for you, and I think it's like a 1-year kind of title, right? You get it for the year, right? And then it goes to the next person.
Yes,
right?
so the woman who is crowned will go on to compete for Miss America at the national level. Yes, and then they have it for the rest of the
Awesome,
year.
awesome. So it's July 12th and 13th. How can people follow along and kind of support you here?
Yeah, so you can follow my personal story on Instagram. AJ Dennis is my name. My nickname is AJ. You can also go online to MissColorado.org and buy tickets for the competition and follow along Miss Colorado Opportunity on Instagram as well.
I love it. I love it. What's the biggest thing you have this week rolling into it?
This week, dance studio prep. I will be in the dance studio practicing my talent and doing dress rehearsal, and also just the mindset prep of kind of relaxing and getting ready for it.
Sounds so fun. Vail's a perfect place to get your mind right for this,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Where is it?
The competition?
Yeah.
It's in Lakewood.
Okay.
Yeah, so just south of Denver.
Awesome, awesome. What are we still practicing skiing? Are we kind of developing that still?
I am very much an amateur skier. I had big plans to ski this past season, but I ended up breaking my foot in February, so that knocked me out for the season. But I'm hopeful for next year.
You got this.
Yes.
Well, we'll be following along. Thanks so much for joining us this morning, and best of luck with this adventure you're on, and thank you again for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, best of luck, and we will be right back with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Daily Flash.
I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together for over a decade. And now, only on Daily Flash, they serve up a fast, fun, fresh perspective on the day's trending news and entertainment. Daily Flash offers the latest in pop news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, wellness, and even some unscripted, irreverent, who knows what's next fun. Daily Flash with Mitch English and Andrea Jackson. Trending news and entertainment.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Good morning, Vail.
We have so many wonderful nonprofits here in our community, and to inspire you to maybe do some different things, move your body, engage with the community in so many different ways. Well, we had the Vail Soccer Club come in to talk about their mission and all of the wonderful work that they do here in the community, so let's hear what they have to say.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. We have so many wonderful nonprofits here in our community, and we really have one to kind of fulfill everyone. Well, the Vail Valley Soccer Club does just that, and I'm joined by Carrie Thielen. Good morning, Carrie.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm wonderful this morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You have some exciting things taking place at the Vail Valley Soccer Club.
Absolutely. This month alone, we have the Fred Ammer. It's the 53rd tournament in Vail. It's an adult tournament for both men and women. We just expanded it 2 years ago to women as well. So that's exciting. That happens on the 19th. You still can register teams. And so that's 11v11. And then we also have a second tournament in October, which is a youth tournament that has about 162 teams that came last year. So that's about, I think we raised over $3 million for the community.
Wow.
Yeah, so we use fields from Vail all the way to Gypsum. It's a big deal.
That's
yeah.
incredibly impressive.
Yeah.
And what a great and fun way to raise money for our community. Because
Absolutely.
that way everyone's involved, everyone's kind of taking part in it, and then you can just come and be a spectator for all the fun.
Absolutely. It's a great commerce for the community, but in addition to that, it's our largest fundraiser for the club, which is really great because we have 1/3 of our membership is on scholarship, and so this is a great way for us to be able to make soccer affordable for everyone. We have a policy of not turning anyone away for an inability to pay.
Which I think is so important because sometimes people forget how expensive the mountains can be. And when you have all of these activities and events that you want to participate in, some of them can get away from you. And so to be able to give kids the chance to play soccer here in our community, which is a very impressive soccer community, it's really important.
Yeah, we have as you know, we have an incredibly athletic community and kids who want to do a variety of all sports, and we try to accommodate the multi-sport athlete as best as we can. But soccer is an international sport, and it's the language, everyone understands it, and so we're really excited to be a part of that and watch our program grow. This was our 30th year, which was really exciting. So we're doing good things, and we're really happy to be a part of the community.
Now, for people who don't know about the Vail Valley Soccer Club, can you give us a brief overview of all of the different services that
Absolutely.
you offer?
So we are a competitive travel program. So our travel programs start as early as U9, sometimes U8, and all the way up to U19, which so basically travel means we can travel pretty much anywhere in the state. So down to Denver, as far as Montrose, and And then we offer programming for 3 to 6 year olds as well. They do not travel, that's just training. But we have something for everyone, both boys and girls. And then the adult tournament, we just took that over. We work with Vail Rec on that one. So now we're working with adults as well.
Which I think is so powerful just because you're offering such a great resource. I have little brothers, and one of them from the age, I swear, of 6 to 12 years old every day was like, soccer is my life. And now he's like, well, I really like mountain biking, but for a while I was like, that he's in. This is it. Soccer is his life.
Absolutely. We run 2 seasons, so we start in August and go through the end of October, sometimes a week into November, and then we pick up again in March and then finish at the end of May. So we work nicely with other sports. Skiing and hockey falls nicely in the middle, so kids are able to do both, which is great, and then mountain biking, just like you said. But yeah, it's a great, we have about 400 kids in our membership.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a big program.
And if people want to get involved, maybe they're not super into playing the soccer, maybe their kids aren't, but maybe they have a passion for it that they have carried throughout their entire life. They've got volunteer opportunities and donation opportunities with you.
Absolutely. So one of our greatest needs right now is referees, and that's true for our sport and all sports throughout the country. So we run trainings up here, but they run year round throughout Colorado. But we need referees, and the great thing is not only are you giving back to the sport and our community by refereeing, you also get paid. So it's a great first job for kids. You can start at 14. High schoolers, it's a great little side hustle. Particularly our sport, which is nice, falls in off season. So it's, fall and spring. So a lot of times when ski instructors and other positions have ended, you can, move nicely into a position where you're able to give back and make a little extra money. So that's one of our greatest needs. In addition, we're always, we're a nonprofit. We're always accepting donations. As I stated before, we have a very large scholarship financial aid program, and we really believe that every child and every player should have an opportunity to play regardless of financial background.
Which I think is so important because, like we were talking about earlier, sometimes it can be a little tricky to navigate the costs of doing anything in this community, and especially as we're seeing inflation really take place here in our community. And so what a wonderful opportunity you are giving people to play the sport.
Absolutely. We're really proud of our program, and what's great about it is our kids give back. You've probably seen them. They sell raffle tickets that they kind of hit the streets in the spring. But they also give back by refereeing as well. And we also offer 2 college scholarships for our seniors, which is really exciting. We have more kids than ever going to play in college, which is really exciting. So the program has really grown, and we have kids playing from club in college all the way to D1. So
wow.
It's really exciting. They're doing great things.
They are doing great things, and it starts here with our local community and our wonderful nonprofits that really make a difference. Now, if people are looking to get their children involved, now that they've heard all of this great information, what's the registration process like?
So we have programs where you can just sign up, like particularly for the younger kids, and you can go to our website to find out more information on that. As far as our tryouts, we hold tryouts in November for the high school boys, and then in spring, in May, and June for basically all of our other teams, so U11 or all the way to high school girls. But if you miss tryouts, there's still a way to get involved. Just reach out. You can reach me directly at director@vailsoccer.com or go to our website. Our information, our phone numbers on the site. But we have rolling admission because we're a community where people move all the time. So we support that, and there's always room on teams to support players being added. So basically just reach out to us and we'll help you with the process.
Now let's go back really briefly to the tournaments that you have coming up, as registration is still open. So if someone has a league soccer team that they played on, that they had a ton of fun on, and they want to participate in the tournament, that's still a possibility.
So particularly with the Fred Ammer, that registration is closing in the next couple days. So we have a ton of adult programming. And so if you have an adult team, there is no limit to the roster size, which helps us old folks. And then we have a men's division and a women's division. So reach out to us and we can help you get signed up. It's a super fun tournament. Stiegel is a sponsor as well as the town of Vail. So everyone gets some fun drink coupons, and there's restaurant specials. It's a really fun adult weekend. And then the youth tournament happens in October, and that's a sanctioned tournament as well. So it's particularly for club teams. So club teams from around the state and even surrounding states come. We have currently Wyoming. We've had a ton of Utah and other states join us too. So it's a fun showcase tournament now.
And it's just fun to go and spectate and be part of any of our nonprofits here in the community.
Absolutely.
Carrie, thank you so much for taking the
Thank
time
you.
to chat with us, and thank you for the hard work you do for our community. You make a difference in so many kids' lives, and that's so incredible.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Make sure you check out the Vail Valley Soccer Club, and that way you could maybe donate or participate in some of the fun. If you have one of those kiddos at home who's starting to love soccer, well, then this is a great resource here in our community, and they'll go with you from the start to the end with your college career. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Join host Madison Brown as she visits with guests ranging from country star Toby Keith to magician Tommy Wynn. Explores the kitchen from cake decorating to cooking Hawaiian style, all while exploring unique locations across the country. Check your local listings and tune in.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No. Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
Good morning, Vail.
It is World Chocolate Day, and a great way to celebrate is to make a recipe that you can put copious amounts of chocolate in. Well, I made edible cookie dough, and I did just that as I put the entire bag of chocolate chips into the cookie dough. And so let's give you that recipe right now. Welcome back to the show. I just found this recipe online and I really wanted to try and make it. And so instead of making it at home by myself, I'm gonna make it live for all of you because it is supposed to be really simple, very delicious, and it's a snack that maybe if you have a sweet tooth like I definitely do, this is a great snack for you to enjoy. So we're gonna make some edible cookie dough. You do not bake it. It has no raw egg in it, so you're just gonna refrigerate it when you're done and enjoy it when you want to. Now, it is a few ingredients that we've got here. We've got butter, we've got brown sugar, white sugar, some salt, maple syrup, vanilla, milk, and flour for our recipe. And so here's my cute little recipe paper with everything on it, just so I know that I'm measuring my things out correctly. So we're gonna start the recipe with a 1/3 cup of melted butter. So I put the butter in the microwave already, got it nice and liquidy and melted so that I can start my process. So we're gonna put the butter into the mixing bowl. Mug's a little bit big, so I'm just gonna let that drip there for a second. Then after that, we're gonna go and grab the brown sugar. So we need a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. So if you are making this and you bake a lot at home, well then you should have all of these ingredients, which makes it super simple. And because I don't know about you, but I really love cookie dough. And I know that when I make cookies, I have a really hard time not eating the cookie dough, but because it has the salmonella in it, because of the raw egg, it's best to not. So we're just gonna get the mixer going on low right now. Just let that kind of sit there and spin and get that brown sugar mixed in there. Now that we've got that in there, we're gonna grab our white sugar, we're gonna grab our tablespoon measure. All you need is 2 tablespoons of white sugar, so we'll make those, measure those out really quickly, drop them in there. This is a great easy recipe too if you have kiddos at home that you can make with them, so we'll let that mix in there as well. Put our sugar back, then we're gonna need just a little pinch of some salt to just give it a little contradiction to all that sugar. So I'm just gonna mix that in there just a little bit. All right, and then after that, we're gonna get our maple syrup and our vanilla, and we actually are gonna use a ½ teaspoon for both of these. I'm gonna give it a little more speed because I've got some sugar stuck to the side right there, and this is gonna help get it off, maybe not. Grab my spoon, push everything into it. KitchenAid really saves my shoulder. Now, I hate mixing the flour in. I always think that that's the worst part, and so this KitchenAid really saves my shoulder and makes it so much easier. So we're gonna do a ½ teaspoon of vanilla. I'm gonna measure that one out. Now, with the syrup, just because it's so thick, I'm not gonna measure that out. I'm gonna just kind of eyeball that one. And I mean, you can never have too much maple syrup. All it's gonna do is, oh no, it might be stuck. Okay, we got it. It's just gonna make it a little bit sweeter, a little bit gooier, delicious, you know? So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in there. Yep, that's perfect. It's all gonna mix together. Now, while we've got all of our kind of liquids mixing together, I'm gonna start to measure out my flour after I put in my tablespoon of milk. And I bought real milk because this was the smallest thing that I could find for milk, but normally I would use almond milk or oat milk for something like this just because I prefer the flavor of it. But you can mix whatever milk you want in there. So now we're just gonna let all of our liquids keep mixing together. And then we're gonna start to add some flour to it. Ugh. And we're gonna do 3/4 cup of flour. And you're supposed to use a sifter. Make sure you have no chunks in your flour. Unfortunately, I do not have my sifter here with me. So we're just gonna hopefully see how well this turns out. Now we're gonna put some flour in, let it mix a little bit. I'm gonna increase my speed, make it a little bit easier for the mixer to get its job done. We're just gonna let it keep going. This is really when the mixer comes in handy, is when you have to start mixing all of the flour in. I feel like it starts to get really hard on your shoulders, on your arms, and especially if you have a bad shoulder like me. So I like the mixer for this. I think it's wonderful. Now, it does look like it could use a little more liquid, so we're just gonna give it a little more speed and see if it gets all nice and doughy. And then, of course, we're gonna add chocolate chips to it to make it like chocolate chip cookie dough. Yeah, we're gonna add just a little more something. I think we should do a little more maple syrup over milk, just because I think that that's gonna be a better texture. And I also think that it'll help it kind of bond together just a little bit more. So we're gonna let that mix for a little bit. Then it's gonna come into that regular cookie dough form that you would get if you were making regular cookie dough. And now I'm gonna grab my spoon and just push it down a little bit so that the mixer gets all the stuff at the bottom too. Oh, it looks good. It looks like cookie dough. And then the best part is you get to add your own chocolate chips, and because, I mean, you're not actually baking these into cookies, you can measure the chocolate chips with your heart and soul instead of with a measuring cup, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna let that sit for a little bit longer. It's not really, it's getting close, but it's just a little bit hard still, like it's crumbly, and so I want it to just bond a little bit more together. Let's see, we're gonna give it a little speed on this one. I love it. Now we're gonna add our chocolate chips in. This is the best part. It's a lot of chocolate chips. I might have just overdone that, but again, I was measuring with my heart, not with anything else. I'm gonna mix the chocolate chips in with hand, that way, by hand, that way I can just fold them in, and it'll be extra delicious. So I'm gonna
get this guy off here first. Get all my yummy cookie dough off. I'm really excited, and everyone here at the TV station is really excited to try this because I've been talking about this recipe for a few days now, and finally we have the opportunity to make it. And so I hope it comes out as good as it said it was going to online. That way you can do this at home and you can make it, and then you can enjoy this edible cookie dough. Like I said, mine's a little bit on the crumbly side still, but you know, I put a lot of chocolate chips in there. I use the mini chocolate chips. When I bake at home, I make a lot of muffins and stuff, and I really like the mini chocolate chips just because I think they're cute. Honestly, there's no other explanation for it than that. So it's that simple. Now, it's not going to have the exact texture as normal cookie dough because it doesn't have that egg in it, and of course we're not going to bake it. We're just going to allow you to enjoy it, so you can grab a spoonful. This is such a great little snack. It's not a lot of ingredients, just a few, and then you can enjoy some edible cookie dough. That way, if you're someone who loves it, like I love it, well, that's as easy as it is to make. So make sure that you make this at home. I'll read the recipe one more time. All you need is a 1/3 cup melted butter, a 1/3 cup brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of white sugar, a pinch of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of maple syrup, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of milk, and then 3/4 cup flour, and then of course the chocolate chips as your heart desires, your soul desires, how much you love chocolate. And then it's that simple. You can put it in a Tupperware, leave it in your fridge, have it as one of those like deserved snacks. Now we're gonna take a short break. I'm gonna eat some cookie dough and see how it is, and then we'll come back with more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back, America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
Join us on the famous Leadville Railroad. This historic train ride takes you on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for an afternoon of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Our scenic train rides are a perfect place to bring families closer together while immersing them in the natural beauty and rich history of this picturesque region. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Make memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets available at LeadvilleRailroad.com.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake. It's fake.
Good morning, Vail.
We want to thank you so much for tuning into your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here all week long to inspire you to do new things, to maybe inspire you to get out there in the community and explore around a little bit. It is always so much fun to see all of the wonderful opportunities that there are. So whether you want to try a new gym, whether you want to maybe run into Miss Vail somewhere, and that way you can shake hands with the one and only Abby Dennis, or whether you want to try this delicious edible cookie dough recipe with copious amounts of chocolate, the possibilities are endless when you tune into TV8's Good Morning Vail, so make sure that you continue to do so each and every morning, and we'll see you tomorrow for a Monday edition of Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long.
This is the one that works.
Starting on one side, peel off to expose adhesive and affix it beneath your earlobe. Stretch the strip around the back of your neck until it reaches the other side. Remove the white backing from the other end of the strip and attach under the other earlobe. Go ahead and take your hair down.
Wow, look at that! Necklace really is the one that works.
Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Oh wow, took my 6 years off here.
Well, I like it. It's like a mini facelift. Oh, it totally works. Think I need a box or two.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one-of-a-kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country.